Hi everyone, my name is Joshua and today we are going to discuss about Acanthamoeba species. So, Acanthamoeba species are found globally. They thrive in warm, moist environments and mostly in places like Australia and Africa. So, they inhabit a wide range of environments, including freshwater lakes, ponds, rivers, and soil. They can also survive in man-made environments such as swimming pools and hot tubs. And then going on to the morphology, an acanthamoeba is a protozoa and it comes in two stages. So on your right side is what we call a cyst, and on the left side is what we call a trophozoite. A cyst is basically the starting form of an acanthamoeba. So as you can see, it's circular, round in shape, and it is on a size of about 15 to 24 micrometers. It has a mitochondria and a nucleus. And then later on, once it is affected by external factors, it then transforms itself into its infective stage, now what we call a trophozoite. A trophozoite has a mitochondria, a nucleus as well, and it is much more bigger because it comes from a size of about 25 to 40 micrometers. And its shape changes, and it also has this tails that allows for it to move, uh, and that's what we call an acanthopodia. And then finally, we are here at the life cycle of the Acanthamoeba species. So first, it will start off as a cyst, where you will get that from soil, from bodies of water in their seabeds or sediments, and then it will transform to what we call the infective stage, which is the trophozoite, and multiply itself to create more through a process of mitosis, which is basically a parent cell forming two identical daughter cells and then reproducing more and then more and so on and so forth. Now, the trophozoite entered the humans in various ways through the eyes, through the nasal passages to the lower respiratory tract, and through the ulcerated or broken skin. Now, once this happens, the cysts and trophozoites are in the tissue, then that is what we call now the diagnostic stage. Most probably, if it enters the eye, you will be diagnosed with the acanthamoeba keratitis, which is an eye disorder or infection. And then once it enters your nasal passages, you will probably get the granulomatous amoebic encephalitis. And if it enters in your ulcerated or broken skin, you will probably get skin lesions as well, especially individuals with compromised immune system, especially those who have HIV or AIDS and have organ transplants in the past. So, Acanthamoeba species can cause a rare but severe disease called Acanthamoeba keratitis, which affects the cornea of the eye. It is an infection that can lead to permanent vision loss or blindness. It is often associated with improper contact lens hygiene. So this is the difference between a healthy eye versus someone who has an Acanthamoeba keratitis. So healthy individuals with intact immune systems are generally able to mount an effective immune response against Acanthamoeba infections. So your phagocytic cells such as the macrophages and neutrophils engulf and destroy Acanthamoeba trophozoites. Additionally, your natural killer cells may also play a role in eliminating infected cells. Following the innate immune response, the adaptive immune system also kicks in, such as your T cells and B cells, which are components of your adaptive immunity. They recognize the specific antigens associated with the Acanthamoeba organisms and mount a targeted immune response. It includes the production of antibodies by B cells and the activations of T cells to destroy the infected cells. However, in immunocompromised individuals, such as those with HIV, AIDS, or organ transplants, they're at high risk of severe infections. So if we're talking about immunity, you have your innate and your adaptive. So innate are non-specific, specific. They have fast response about 0 to 4 hours, and it includes the NK cells, the neutrophils, the monocytes, versus the adaptive or the specific immunity, which is composed of your B cells and your T cells. It is It has a slower response around 4 to 14 days. So, general symptoms of acanthamoeba keratitis includes eye pain, redness, blurred vision, sensitivity to light, excessive tearing, and possible vision loss or blindness if left untreated. So, one way to determine if a person is suffering from acanthamoeba keratitis is through corneal scraping, which is also known as a corneal biopsy. It is a medical procedure in which a small sample of tissue is collected from the cornea, which is the clear front surface of the eye. So, corneal scraping is used for diagnostic purposes when there is a suspicion of an eye infection or other corneal abnormalities. So, treatments involved includes antimicrobial agents such as your azoles and biguanides that are applied directly to the affected eye, supportive therapy such as using lubricated eye drops, debridement such as removing damaged tissue, and follow-up care with your ophthalmologist to see if there is a progress of treatment. So this is what we call a debridement. This is lubricating eye drops and checking in with your ophthalmologist are some ways to treat the infection. So prevention and control always have proper contact lens care, wearing contact lenses, and minimize exposure by regularly cleaning and disinfection of your water systems, especially if you have pools at home, and using protective eyewear in high-risk environment, especially when going deep into the waters in the sediment or seabed. So you might have to wear some goggles, and chlorination of water systems, like I said, and swimming pools, and lastly, public health education to raise awareness about the risk associated with acanthamoeba infections. And that's it. Thank you.